Let's walk on the wise path.
Welcome to this video about 7 ways to stay focused from the wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi. Miyamoto Musashi was a legendary Japanese swordsman and philosopher who lived in the 17th century. He is known for his undefeated record in over 60 duels and for his book, The Book of Five Rings, which is considered a classic in Japanese martial arts literature. But beyond his martial prowess, Musashi's teachings also contain valuable insights into how to stay focused in life. In this video, we will explore 7 ways to stay focused from the wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi. Finding your one true passion is essential to staying focused in life. It is the driving force that motivates you to achieve your goals and live a fulfilling life. However, many people struggle to identify their passions, leaving them feeling lost or unfulfilled. Why finding your one true passion is important. Firstly, finding your one true passion gives you a sense of direction in life. When you know what you are passionate about, you have a clear goal and purpose to work towards. This clarity of purpose helps you to stay focused on what is truly important and avoid distractions that can derail you from achieving your goal. Secondly, finding your one true passion gives you a sense of fulfillment and happiness. When you are doing something that you are passionate about, it doesn't feel like work. You are fully engaged in what you are doing, and it brings you a sense of joy and satisfaction. This fulfillment and happiness spill over into other areas of your life, leading to a more well-rounded and satisfying life overall. Thirdly, finding your one true passion can lead to success and financial security. When you are passionate about what you do, you are more likely to put in the hard work and dedication needed to excel in your field. This dedication can lead to success, recognition, and financial rewards. How to discover your one true passion? Discovering your one true passion can be a challenging and sometimes frustrating process. However, with the right mindset and approach, it can also be a rewarding and life-changing experience. Here are some steps you can take to help you discover your one true passion. Explore your interests. Start by exploring your interests and hobbies. Make a list of the things that you enjoy doing and that bring you a sense of satisfaction or joy. These can be anything from sports and art to cooking and gardening. The key is to identify the activities that make you feel alive and engaged. Identify your strengths. Next, identify your strengths and skills. What are you naturally good at, and what do people compliment you on? These can be anything from communication and leadership to problem-solving and creativity. Identifying your strengths can help you identify the areas where you can excel and find fulfillment. Try new things. Don't be afraid to try new things. Trying new things can help you discover new interests and passions that you may not have otherwise discovered. This can be anything from taking a cooking class to learning a new language or trying a new sport. The key is to step outside of your comfort zone and try something new. Reflect on your values. Reflect on your values and what is truly important to you. What are the things that you are passionate about or that make you angry? These can be anything from social justice and environmentalism to animal rights and education. Identifying your values can help you find a passion that aligns with your beliefs and principles. Pay attention to your emotions. Pay attention to your emotions and how you feel when you are doing different activities. Do you feel energized and engaged, or do you feel bored and disinterested? Your emotions can be a powerful indicator of what you are passionate about and what brings you a sense of fulfillment. Seek inspiration from others. Seek inspiration from others who have found their one true passion. This can be anyone from friends and family to celebrities and public figures. Learn about their journey and how they discovered their passion. This can provide you with valuable insights and inspiration on your own path to finding your passion. Avoiding short-term pleasures is a concept that is often overlooked in today's fast-paced and instant gratification society. It is easy to fall into the trap of pursuing pleasure and instant gratification at the expense of our long-term goals and values. However, Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary Japanese swordsman and philosopher, believed that indulging in short-term pleasures can distract us from our long-term goals and lead to regret and unhappiness. Musashi believed that we should not seek pleasure for its own sake. Instead, we should focus on what is truly important in life and avoid distractions that can lead to temporary pleasure but long-term regret. By avoiding short-term pleasures, we can stay focused on our long-term goals and values and achieve true happiness and fulfillment. One of the biggest challenges in avoiding short-term pleasures is our tendency to prioritize immediate gratification over long-term goals. We live in a society that values instant gratification, and we are bombarded with messages that encourage us to indulge in immediate pleasure. Social media, for example, has made it easier than ever to seek validation and pleasure through likes, comments, and followers. We can easily get caught up in the cycle of seeking instant gratification through social media, shopping, or other forms of indulgence. However, indulging in short-term pleasures can have serious consequences. It can distract us from our long-term goals and values, and it can lead to feelings of guilt, regret, and unhappiness. For example, if we indulge in unhealthy food, we may experience immediate pleasure, but over time, it can lead to health problems and regret. Similarly, if we prioritize social media over our work or relationships, we may experience immediate gratification, but it can lead to a lack of focus and fulfillment in the long run. To avoid short-term pleasures, it is important to have a clear understanding of our long-term goals and values. We need to know what we want to achieve and what is truly important to us. This can help us prioritize our actions and avoid distractions that can lead to short-term pleasure but long-term regret. We can also develop strategies to resist temptation and stay focused on our goal. Here are some strategies that can help us avoid short-term pleasures. Develop self-awareness. One of the first steps in avoiding short-term pleasures is to develop self-awareness. We need to be aware of our thoughts and emotions and how they influence our behavior. By understanding our triggers and vulnerabilities, we can develop strategies to avoid temptation and stay focused on our goals. Create a plan. It is important to have a clear plan for achieving our long-term goals. We need to break down our goals into smaller, actionable steps and create a timeline for achieving them. This can help us stay focused and avoid distractions that can lead to short-term pleasure but long-term regret. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness can help us stay present and focused on the moment. By practicing mindfulness, we can develop a greater awareness of our thoughts and emotions and how they influence our behavior. This can help us avoid distractions and stay focused on our goals. Find healthy alternatives. Instead of indulging in short-term pleasures, we can find healthy alternatives that align with our long-term goals and values. For example, instead of indulging in unhealthy food, we can find healthy alternatives that satisfy our cravings without compromising our health. Build a support system. Building a support system can help us stay accountable and motivated. We can surround ourselves with people who share our values and goals and who can provide encouragement and support when we need it. Never do anything with half-hearted effort. It's a simple phrase, but its implications are far-reaching. Miyamoto Musashi believed that true focus comes from within and that you must give your full effort to whatever you do. Whether it's swordsmanship, work, or relationships, you must give it your all if you want to stay focused and achieve your goals. To truly understand the importance of giving your full effort, let's first examine what happens when you do things with half-hearted effort. When you approach a task with half-hearted effort, you are essentially setting yourself up for failure. You are not fully committed to the task at hand, and therefore you are not likely to give it your best effort. This lack of commitment and effort can lead to mistakes, errors, and ultimately failure. On the other hand, when you approach a task with full effort, you are giving yourself the best possible chance of success. You are fully committed to the task at hand, and you are willing to put in the time, energy, and effort required to achieve your goal. This level of commitment and effort can lead to success, and even if you do not achieve your desired outcome, you can still feel proud of yourself for giving it your all. So why do people sometimes approach tasks with half-hearted effort? There are a few reasons for this. Sometimes people may not be passionate about the task at hand, and therefore they are not motivated to give it their all. Other times, people may be afraid of failure, and therefore they hold back their effort to avoid the possibility of disappointment. Still, others may be distracted by other priorities or obligations, and therefore they are not able to give their full attention and effort to the task at hand. Regardless of the reason for approaching tasks with half-hearted effort, it is important to recognize the negative consequences that can result from doing so. When you don't give your full effort, you are essentially selling yourself short. You are not living up to your full potential, and you are not giving yourself the best possible chance of success. This can lead to feelings of regret, disappointment, and even self-doubt. On the other hand, when you give your full effort, you are demonstrating a level of commitment and dedication that is admirable. You are showing that you are willing to put in the time and effort required to achieve your goals, and you are not afraid of failure. This level of commitment and dedication can inspire others and serve as a source of motivation for yourself. So how can you ensure that you never do anything with half-hearted effort? One way is to find your passion. When you are passionate about something, you are more likely to give it your full effort because you are motivated and inspired by the task at hand. Additionally, you can set clear goals for yourself and create a plan to achieve those goals. This will help you stay focused and motivated, and it will give you a sense of purpose and direction. Another way to ensure that you never do anything with half-hearted effort is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and giving your full attention to whatever you are doing. When you practice mindfulness, you are less likely to be distracted by other thoughts or obligations, and you are more likely to give your full effort to the task at hand. Letting go of resentments is one of the most powerful things you can do for your mental and emotional well-being. Holding on to anger, bitterness, and resentment can consume you, affect your relationships, and hinder your personal growth and success. In this article, we will explore the importance of letting go of resentments and provide tips on how to do it based on the wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi. Resentment is a feeling of anger, bitterness, or ill will towards someone or something, usually as a result of a perceived wrongdoing or injustice. Resentments can be towards someone close to us, like a friend or family member, or towards a larger group, like an organization or community. Resentments can arise from a variety of situations, such as feeling betrayed, wronged, or undervalued. Holding on to resentments can have negative effects on our mental and emotional well-being. Resentment can lead to anger, frustration, and bitterness, which can lead to physical and mental health problems, such as anxiety and depression. Resentment can also affect our relationships, causing us to become distant or withdrawn from others. Furthermore, holding on to resentments can hinder personal growth and success, as it can prevent us from moving on and achieving our goals. Letting go of resentments is not always easy, but it is necessary for our mental and emotional well-being. Here are some tips on how to let go of resentments based on the wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi. The first step in letting go of resentments is acknowledging your feelings. It is important to recognize and validate your emotions, rather than suppressing or denying them. You can do this by journaling, talking to a trusted friend or therapist, or simply taking time to reflect on your feelings. Forgiveness is a powerful tool for letting go of resentments. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or condoning the behavior that caused the resentment, but rather it means releasing the anger and bitterness towards the person or situation. Forgiveness is a process, and it may take time to fully forgive, but it is important to work towards it for your own well-being. Resentment often stems from past events, but holding on to the past can prevent us from living in the present. Instead of dwelling on past injustices, focus on the present moment and what you can control. Practice mindfulness or meditation to help you stay present and focused. Changing your perspective can help you let go of resentments. Try to see the situation from a different point of view or consider the other person's perspective. This can help you understand their actions and see the situation in a different light. Trying to control the situation or the other person can only lead to frustration and resentment. Let go of the need to control everything and accept that some things are out of your control. Focus on what you can control, such as your own thoughts and actions. Practicing gratitude can help shift your focus from negative feelings to positive ones. Take time each day to reflect on what you are grateful for, no matter how small it may seem. This can help you cultivate a more positive outlook on life. Letting go of resentments can be a challenging process, and it is important to seek support from others. Talk to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist about your feelings and experiences. They can provide guidance, support, and a listening ear. Do not regret anything is a powerful message that Miyamoto Musashi has imparted to us. Regret is a common human emotion that arises when we feel we have made a mistake or a wrong decision. It is easy to get lost in thoughts of what we should have done differently, but regret can hold us back from moving forward and achieving our goals. In this article, we will explore the idea of not regretting anything in more depth and how it can help us stay focused on the present and future. Regret is a natural human emotion that arises when we perceive that we have made a mistake or done something wrong. It is a feeling of disappointment or sadness about something we did or did not do, and it can be a powerful force that affects our emotional state and our behavior. Regret is often associated with negative events, such as a missed opportunity, a failed relationship, or a bad decision. However, it is also possible to regret positive events, such as choosing one career path over another or moving to a different city. In any case, regret can be a heavy burden that weighs us down and makes it difficult to move forward. Musashi believed that regret is a waste of time and energy. He wrote, "Do not regret what you have done. If it was right, it was right. If it was wrong, it was wrong. Learn from your mistakes and move on." Musashi's message is clear: dwelling on the past is not productive, and we should focus on the present and future instead. Regretting the past only leads to negative emotions and prevents us from making progress. One reason why regret can be so powerful is that it is often tied to our sense of identity. We may feel that a mistake we made reflects poorly on us as a person, or that we have failed to live up to our own or others' expectations. Regret can be especially strong when it comes to big life decisions, such as choosing a career path, getting married, or having children. These decisions are often irreversible, and we may wonder what could have been if we had chosen differently. However, it is important to remember that our identity is not tied to any one decision or event, and that we have the power to shape our lives in the present and future. Another reason why regret can be difficult to let go of is that we may feel that we are letting ourselves off the hook too easily. We may feel that if we do not regret our past mistakes, we are not taking responsibility for our actions. However, there is a difference between taking responsibility for our actions and dwelling on the past. Taking responsibility means acknowledging our mistakes, learning from them, and making amends if necessary. Dwelling on the past, on the other hand, only leads to negative emotions and prevents us from moving forward. One way to let go of regret is to reframe our thinking about the past. Instead of focusing on what we should have done differently, we can focus on what we have learned from our experiences. Every experience, whether positive or negative, is an opportunity to learn and grow. By reframing our thinking in this way, we can turn regret into a positive force that helps us move forward. Another way to let go of regret is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment and accepting things as they are. By focusing on the present and accepting things as they are, we can let go of regrets about the past and worries about the future. Mindfulness can help us stay focused on the present and make the most of every moment. Do not chase love or lust. This is one of the 7 ways to stay focused from the wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi. While this may seem like an unusual piece of advice, it is one that carries a lot of wisdom and is particularly relevant in today's society, where many people seem to be constantly searching for love and gratification. In this video, we will explore the reasons why Musashi advised against chasing love or lust, and the benefits of following this advice in our own lives. Firstly, it is important to understand what Musashi meant by love and lust. In his time, love was often seen as a duty or obligation rather than something that should be pursued for its own sake. Lust, on the other hand, was seen as a base and fleeting desire that could lead to distraction and unhappiness. Musashi believed that both love and lust were distractions that could take us away from our true purpose in life. Instead of focusing on our own personal growth and development, we become consumed by the desire for external validation or pleasure. One of the key reasons why chasing love or lust is detrimental to our focus is that it can lead to a lack of self-control. When we are driven by our desires, we may make impulsive decisions that are not in our best interest. This can lead to regret and unhappiness, as we realize that we have made choices that were not in line with our true values and goals. Furthermore, chasing love or lust can lead to a lack of fulfillment. When we are constantly searching for external validation or pleasure, we may never be satisfied with what we have. We may feel that we need more or that we are missing out on something, which can lead to a constant feeling of restlessness and dissatisfaction. Musashi believed that true happiness comes from within, and that we should focus on our own personal growth and development instead of seeking external validation or pleasure. By focusing on our own goals and values, we can achieve a sense of inner peace and fulfillment that cannot be found through chasing love or lust. Another reason why chasing love or lust is detrimental to our focus is that it can lead to a lack of authenticity. When we are driven by our desires, we may be tempted to present ourselves in a certain way or to act in ways that are not true to ourselves. This can lead to a lack of authenticity and a sense of disconnection from our true selves. In contrast, when we focus on our own personal growth and development, we can become more authentic and true to ourselves. We can learn to embrace our strengths and weaknesses and to be true to our own values and beliefs. This can lead to a sense of confidence and self-assuredness that cannot be found through chasing love or lust. Finally, chasing love or lust can be a distraction from our true purpose in life. When we are consumed by our desires, we may lose sight of what is truly important to us. We may become focused on superficial goals and forget about the deeper meaning and purpose of our lives. In contrast, when we focus on our own personal growth and development, we can become more aware of our true purpose in life. We can learn to identify our strengths and weaknesses and to develop a sense of purpose and direction that is in line with our values and goals. This can lead to a greater sense of focus and motivation that cannot be found through chasing love or lust. Accepting life as it happens is an important philosophy that is rooted in the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi. It is the idea that we should not resist the natural flow of life and that we should accept whatever happens without trying to control it. This philosophy can be difficult to embrace, especially in a world that values control, achievement, and success. However, by accepting life as it happens, we can find peace, happiness, and a greater sense of purpose. To fully understand the concept of accepting life as it happens, it is important to first examine what it means to resist life. When we resist life, we are trying to control everything around us. We want things to be a certain way, and when they are not, we become frustrated, anxious, and stressed. We try to manipulate our environment to meet our expectations, and when we are unable to do so, we feel like we have failed. This is a common experience for many people, especially in our modern society where success is often measured by material possessions, achievements, and accolades. We are taught that we should have control over our lives and that we should be able to shape our reality to meet our desires. However, this mindset can be detrimental to our mental and emotional well-being. When we try to control everything around us, we are essentially fighting against the natural flow of life. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how hard we try, we cannot control everything that happens to us. We cannot control the weather, the actions of others, or even our own bodies. When we resist life, we are essentially trying to swim against a current that is too strong for us to overcome. Accepting life as it happens means letting go of our need for control and embracing the natural flow of life. It means accepting that life is unpredictable and that we cannot control everything that happens to us. It means recognizing that there are forces at work that are beyond our control and that we must learn to adapt and flow with the current instead of fighting against it. This does not mean that we should be passive or resigned to our fate. Instead, accepting life as it happens means taking a proactive approach to life while also being flexible and adaptable. It means setting goals and working towards them, but also recognizing that there may be obstacles and challenges along the way that we cannot control. It means being open to new experiences and opportunities, even if they do not fit within our preconceived notions of how things should be. There are many benefits to accepting life as it happens. One of the most significant benefits is a reduction in stress and anxiety. When we stop trying to control everything around us, we can let go of the constant pressure and expectations that we place on ourselves. We can learn to be present in the moment and enjoy life as it unfolds, rather than constantly worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Another benefit of accepting life as it happens is greater resilience and adaptability. When we are not attached to specific outcomes, we are better able to adapt to changing circumstances and bounce back from setbacks. We can approach challenges with a sense of curiosity and openness, rather than fear and resistance. Accepting life as it happens also allows us to cultivate a greater sense of gratitude and appreciation for what we have. When we are not constantly striving for more or trying to control everything around us, we can learn to be content with what we have and appreciate the small joys and blessings in life. Miyamoto Musashi's teachings offer valuable insights into how to stay focused in life. To recap, the 7 ways to stay focused from the wisdom of Miyamoto Musashi are: find your one true passion, avoid short-term pleasures, never do anything with half-hearted effort, let go of resentments, do not regret anything, do not chase love or lust, and accept life as it happens. By following these principles, we can stay focused on our goals and achieve inner peace and happiness. Remember, focus comes from within, and it is up to us to cultivate it. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope these insights from Miyamoto Musashi will help you stay focused in your own life